What is going on, beloved? Today I am bringing to you my very first cooking video, so y'all please do not laugh. We're actually making a spinach and mushroom pastelón lasagna. So I'm going to get started with pan-searing my sweet plantains and then crushing them in the bowl. Okay, this is actually really fun but very tiring on the arms, so that's like a good workout, FYI. Next up, we're gonna dice our mushrooms and then we're actually gonna saute them. I started with this really delicious homemade green seasoning that my mom actually makes. I used 2 tablespoons of that, so lots and lots of seasoning. I also added some turmeric powder, some paprika, which is my absolute favorite. I also added some cayenne pepper. I stirred that all up and I allowed it to saute for about 15 minutes. So while my mushroom is sauteing, I went ahead and made my spinach mix. I actually used some cream cheese for this, y'all. It's so good. Trust me on this. Alright, so we're going to get started with mounting the lasagna. And for the base, I used the sweet plantains, which I pan-seared, as you saw earlier in the video. And then I'm actually just, pressing this out throughout the pan, making sure that it's even, making sure I don't have any holes, so it's a nice, really flat surface. I sprinkle some cheese on top because who doesn't love cheese? On top of that, I am just spreading out my spinach and cream cheese paste, and just make sure it's nice and even, y'all. It doesn't have to be perfect, but make sure it's evenly spread out so everyone gets like a nice amount when you spoon them out a piece. We're gonna top that again with some more mozzarella cheese. Do you say mozzarella or mozzarella? I'm not quite sure. Either way, some more cheese, and to that I added some diced tomatoes. So you have a few options. You can use grape tomato, plum tomato, or cherry tomato, whichever one is your preference. Just dice them in half and spread it evenly on top of the cheese. And so we're going to go right back in again with some more of the sweet plantains. And so as I mentioned, this is pastelón lasagna. And so we are using the sweet plantain. And so I'm just gonna go in and then spread it evenly throughout the dish again. Fill up those pieces. Make sure that you have them as even as possible, and it's okay if it's not perfect. We're just gonna top that with cheese, and so the cheese is just gonna seep in and make it all nice and even. Next up, I added my sauteed mushrooms. A nice thick layering, so you're getting a ton of mushrooms. It's really hearty. This was a very satisfying meal, y'all. I love it so much. And so I just went ahead and made sure that, of course, it is evenly dispersed throughout the entire dish. And then we went ahead and topped that with the very last bit of the sweet plantains. So once it's all nice and even, I went ahead and topped off our pasteless lasagna with some pasta sauce, and this is a great binding agent. As you can see, I'm just putting it all over, and so that got into all of the crevices and made sure that there's no holes throughout the lasagna, which would probably be not the best. But this actually worked really, really well. I'm really excited and happy of how it turned out. And of course, we top it with some more cheese, because who doesn't love cheese? And again, as mentioned, this is a vegan lasagna, and so I'm gonna put all of the ingredients in the description box, so feel free to check that out there. Then finally, I made sure and I added a sheet of foil over it to make sure that it gets nice and cooked in between before the cheese started getting really brown. My oven was preheated to 350 degrees. Popped that in there for about 20 minutes, and y'all, this is, well, this is what it looks like. So if you do try this recipe, I hope you like it, and please feel free to comment, let us know how you enjoyed it.
What's up, family? Just a quick public service announcement. A lot of you have been asking, Giselle, how can I support Melanin Goddess University? How can I show some love? Well, guess what? You can actually head on over to our website at bodyshiftbeats.com and grab you some custom waist beads. And while you're at it, throw in a tee or a crop top. Fellas, I got some tees available for you too in men's sizes. So click the link, head on over to our website, and I'm really excited to ship you out a tee or make you some custom waist beads.